Okay, okay. I am here. I need to get some files off of my computer, well, my camera. I need to get some files off of my camera. My camera. My camera. So I'm going to be doing that while I'm waiting for some viewers. So I've not been around for the past couple of days, and there's a reason for that. I've been trying to heal up after I have. Trying to think of a good way of actually explaining it, but there isn't one. Essentially, I bought some undies, some underpants. They are too tight. And one of my nuts, I woke up and one of my nuts basically was really achy whenever I was standing or sitting in a random position. So, yeah, really achy to the point of like being actually painful. It just wasn't cool. It just was a problem. I've been trying to find some different pants, some different underpants for like the past couple of years because like I've got some like really big boy pants which I thought I'd need, but like I haven't put on any weight, so don't really need them, and they're already starting to kind of already disintegrate a little bit. Too much usage, I guess, because I don't have that many pairs of underpants. So yeah. So I bought myself a couple of pairs of pants. I bought some tidy whities, or what I thought would be tidy whities, but they're actually quite loose, so they're not that tidy whities. Um, and also, well, these pants, these ones, which are boxers, which I thought would be stretchy, but they're not stretchy at all. They don't have any give to them. They do fit me if I'm stood up, but even then they start to be kind of a bit chafy. So yeah. Anyway, that's my deal. That's why I've been away for the past couple of days. Just the achiness is kind of like I couldn't sleep properly, so I was in different. I kept having small naps. Ugh, I haven't had one today, so I'm feeling kind of like a bit tired now. But yeah. Anywho, um, yeah, I'm just getting some pictures and also getting some of the videos off of my phone because they are overdue and because I'm completely getting rid of the whole idea of ever doing the pig dump ever again. I'm really sad. I'm really depressed about the whole pig dump thing not being possible anymore. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find some kind of like online gallery or something to basically put my all the pictures on. Um, I guess I don't know. I mean, they'll come out on Instagram and stuff, but you're missing pictures because I delete some of the pictures. Stop it! Stop with the yawning. I wasn't yawning at all until I came on live stream. You know, what's this weird kind of like crown thingy? What gives? I already had a Flickr account. It didn't go well. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with that. It's weird. Anyway, oh, okay. I thought that would take longer to do, but whatever. Where do I put the videos? In what folder do I put the videos? But, yeah, because it's been so long. Whatever. Right, that's downloading the videos that I took. I took a video of me doing my summer thing before the month was out fully, and yeah, like I said, I haven't been able to edit that just recently because of the whole it being too hot in here, and also my nut trouble. Nut trouble. Is that a spot or is that just like random mole on the back of my head? Stop with the yawning. So annoying. So yeah, I've got a bunch of annoying stuff that I need to do. It's so irritating. I'm kind of like, I don't know. I'm a bit kind of like, well, not overworked, just kind of bummed out that I can't do all the things I want to do because I have to do like worky things and try to work out what's wrong with like programs and stuff is the worst. Like I hate that. I'd rather my programs run smoothly and I could just get on with like editing and shooting videos so then I had some free time. But, you know, what are you gonna do? Yeah, I mean, not much has happened. Not much has happened over the past few days. I just like I recorded this video, had my nut troubles, and then like just have been having some kind of like awkward and disappointing conversations with people. Just like I haven't seemed to be getting any of like any real good conversations, except for like one or two people. Just for some reason, like a bunch of people have just decided to random pile on me for no reason, and I don't get it. Like a few friends, you know, I don't get it. Um, the most recent one was actually about AI, and they actually blocked me on Twitter, and I don't understand this. I don't understand why there's this hard kind of like, you know, we're super against AI kind of like group of people, and then people that are just like, well, you know, just I don't understand that group. They're like militarily against it for some reason, and that pisses me off. I understand why people would have strong feelings about it, but to be to the point where you're losing friends over it is a bit much, don't you think? It's just crazy. It's just crazy. But yeah, that was the latest kind of annoying conversation that I had. It also seems to be, and actually, if TD is who I think he is, then like he's one of these people. But there also seems to be a bunch of random people that are like for monogamy, kind of being very judgy at me, you know. like to various levels and degrees. It just seems to be like a thing that seems to be like a weird pattern as well. I don't understand this. Just there's a lot of these people that basically just like yell at me for the whole like, well, somebody complaining at me that they could never be friends with me just because I'm in an open relationship. You know that I have a family. You know, it's like what the fuck? I hate that. Hey, Petafox. I'm against AI, but not worth blocking somebody. Yeah, see, I went with my therapist. I asked my therapist about this when it was more like a thing that was kind of um, well, whenever I started doing the kind of like AI assisted, um, you know, enhancements of my artwork and stuff like that. When I just basically ran through them to see if like the AI could improve them in any way, um, yeah, I started to get random people like moaning at me that they don't like that I used AI for this reason or purpose or whatever or at all, you know. And she basically was like confirming my theory that like there's two main things that piss people off. There's another thing that they will say pisses them off, but it's not actually, you know, this isn't really a thing that is a thing. You know, there's this thing in the art world about like you know, copying, tracing, mimicking styles and stuff like that. It's like it's how basically artists improve, but like the people will never admit this, but it's an essential part of the art learning process. And yet, like there's like people in the art world that are very very snobbish and snooty about the whole thing. Anyway, but yeah, there's two main reasons basically why people hate AI stuff, and the first reason is purely jealousy and kind of like feeling inadequate, purely because the AI programs can create sometimes masterful works of art just just better and quicker than like people can. You know, just a simple fact. I mean, it's what the program is designed to do. It will do it. You know, so yeah, people are pissed off about that. The other reason is because they think it will take their jobs in some way, and as good as AI art is, I just don't see that happening. I mean, I can see it happening in some cases, but a lot of people are kind of like, generally, AI art isn't to the point where it is more it is more eye pleasing, eye catching, um, just to the general public than regular art. Like there's always something about it that is just slightly off, you know. And I mean, some human artists are guilty of this. Um, I mean, a lot of my work, I feel, in my opinion, basically has that quality to it. There's just something slightly off. It's not really like super dupery, like brilliant and great and stuff. But yeah, um, it's just that something is missing, something is off, something is like not quite there, you know. And I don't think that AI art will ever get that quality. Sometimes it gets pretty darn close. Sometimes you cannot tell that something has been AI generated, and that's cool. But it's still a very very much a sometimes thing, you know. It's not really a, you know, it always happens. It's more of a sometimes thing. Um, so yeah, I just don't feel like that's going to happen in the art community in the first place. I don't think that's going to happen. Like yeah, like I feel like very much that it's just a tool and stuff like that. Now the other reason what I was getting at, that basically everybody that is against AI seems to prop up as this being the reason, is content theft. This is the thing that actually is the main thing that people will complain about, is that, oh well, it used a bunch of pictures to basically make this one picture and everything like that, or it trained itself using artwork that people didn't consent to it being trained on and stuff like that. And yeah, I mean that the argument falls flat on its face in the first place. I just don't see that as being as an argument. It just isn't an argument in my opinion. You know, like as somebody who's taught art, as somebody who's basically been an art teacher. I was going to say tutor, but then yeah, an art teacher and art tutor. It's just not the case. You know, it basically. I will tell you that one of the ways that you get somebody to like learn how to draw, learn how to actually, you know, produce artwork and stuff like that, is by mimicking pictures. Whether it's pictures that I've drawn, that I've told them to please reproduce this picture, you know, basically, like they will practice and practice and practice on that picture until they get it as close as they can to the original picture that I drew. And that's how you train somebody how to do art. That's the same thing that the AI programs do, you know. Basically, they go through pictures on the internet to look at and basically observe artwork, and then they reproduce that artwork or reproduce something in similar styles or similar fashions. It's never the exact artwork. It's never, yeah, they, it's just, it's not a reason. I just don't see this as a reason. They're not, it's not ripping off or pulling off anybody's artwork. It is doing it in the exact same style. So, yeah, so I have to answer this. I just got a random message. Okay. Yeah, I just don't see this ever as an argument. It's not basically like it's not stealing content. I've used it many times. I do not see how it is stealing any content. I've used it for different things, different creative things. I don't see it as stealing any content. It just isn't doing it. It isn't doing it the way that people are explaining it. It's not doing it that way. You can't. It just yeah. Anyway, there's been so much chat. Well, so much with one person talking. um, it's not me being judgmental at all. Yeah, TD. I didn't. Say, okay, okay, okay. There was a little bit. There was just a slight bit of judgmentalness with you, but like I meant other people. I was just saying that you are one of many people that, for some reason, are completely well that are against polyamorous relationships. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. But you are one person out of many, and some of those people are incredibly judgmental. Just been very, very judgmental at me. So yeah. So I have to do this. I thought this person had gone to bed, so basically I didn't know that they would still need to talk to me. So yeah, right. You fucking hate IA for the reason you are talking about. So you're jealous of it, and you you think it's going to take people's jobs. Okie dokie. I'm 100% fine with people tracing. I fucking hate it if an AI does it. It already did. AI slot porn is fine. I can never find any program that actually does do, you know, like any adult material. I always end up with the prudish AI programs, and I don't get it. I don't get it. You are a fucking horrid artist if you don't even try draw. Well, I wouldn't consider them to be artists. I don't think a lot of them consider themselves to be artists if they just use AI. Also, that's really judgmental. I just wouldn't say that. I don't know what you meant still about the AI slot porn thing. Straight up AI art is just I just fucking hate. Yeah, I get that. I get it. I do. Um, you love AI voice shit? Okay. I, it's slightly hypocritical, but okay. EG says hi. Beck says love the haircut. Kuma says there's porn, but it's not explicit. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't care. I'm just sick of all of the random restrictions that are in regular, regular free to try AI programs. They just have so many restrictions based on nothing. Sometimes sometimes a shirtless picture will get them kind of like taken down. Sometimes like alcohol in the background will get it taken down. It's just that it will not do your request sometimes because of random community guidelines and stuff like that. And and it's just it bugs me. It bugs me so much. It bugs me so much. And yet I see all the time people actually like using it and getting the results that I was looking for and stuff. So yeah, it's the thing. You have to watch the beginning of the stream if you want to know what's new. So yeah, oh shit. Um. Okay. It's not loopholes. I have tried and I've asked people about using specific programs and stuff like that, and like they say that they use a different program or whatever, but they won't tell me which ones. See, this is the problem. This is the problem. Like, loopholes are fine, and I've actually mastered a few of the loopholes, but the problem with the loophole thing is that the program actually adapts to these loopholes. So you have to keep like continuously using it and continuously figuring it out. And yeah, it's a lot of work for very little payout, because even in the end it still doesn't get you to exactly what you wanted to do, or it won't sometimes even consider doing a picture that I basically uploaded into the program, because it just goes against its guidelines, or it's a blocked image or something. And it's like, this is not anything weird or anything. This is like just, my persona, or it's just a picture of me just shirtless or something. It's just it's nothing super mega kind of weird or creepy or strange in any way. It's just like, yeah. Right, Panafox. Right. I understand. I understand that. It's just that I've seen AI porn. I've seen it. I know it exists. I've seen it in pictures, and I've seen it in video form. I know it exists. I know there are programs that actually do it. Just, yeah. I'm not even asking for porn. I'm asking for basically just less restrictions on the creative process, for just for writing, and for my pictures to be uploaded to be enhanced, or at least attempting to enhance some of the drawings or whatever. So a spider's trying to make a web on the actual pencil set that's behind the camera, and I'm just trying to make sure that it doesn't do that, because it's annoying when I'm going to reach for something over there, and then I put my hand for a spider web, and it's going up to the ceiling. Anyway, yeah. Right, what was I doing? You tried looking up YouTube videos on finding those AI bot sites? AI bot sites. Well, first of all, YouTube. So it's not going to show me any explicit like content, or it's ways of getting explicit content. And also, I've looked up. I've been trying to find like stuff that can, the AI programs and stuff that could actually use models that will actually be more creatively free. And the only ones I've found, you'd have to pay a lot for, or they just aren't coming up in the search at all. I've even used AI to actually look up these places, these AI models and bots and stuff, and yeah, they don't like doing that. They basically do suggest some, but they are all of the ones that they've suggested, when I've tried them, have been very, very kind of like, again, very, very, very prudish, very, very community guidelines like driven and stuff. And it's like, yeah, I swear to God, I swear to God, there's there's more than a couple out there in which I've tried just using a test picture of myself, uploading it and asking it to do something very simple, and then it essentially spits out a picture of me skinny. It's like it has a preference, you know? A lot of them do that, in fact. It's so annoying. Anyway, the reason why we were talking about AI is because like I said, I've had a lot of, during the few days that I've been away from streaming, I've just had like really annoying conversations with people, and one of the latest annoying conversations has been about somebody who basically straight up blocked me after telling me that I was a terrible person because I used AI to enhance some of my artwork. So yeah, it's so dumb. I was looking up videos so that I can actually run them through the editing software to see if the editing software is broken. Because then I'm going to have to get new editing software, which in itself is so annoying. I mean, they are. I get it though. Right. So what do I got? What do I got? So the Bare Bash video is the latest one that I edited. Right. This one's 14 minutes long. No, that's a just for fans exclusive. It's a few in the furry community that does the same. I just hate it sometimes, and then they play victim when you pop off on them. Play victim. So I'm moving files around. I know, exciting content, right, guys? How do they play victim? What's really annoying? I was actually talking to Damon, and actually we've got house guest, one of Damon's Damon's pup friend, who I've done his persona like character sheet and everything. He gave me some explicit instructions on exactly what he wanted for his character sheet, and gave me an example, and basically told me exactly like I want this layout, like I want him to be this body type. Go for it. I did it all in my style, and even redid a background and redid a bunch of stuff, and people accused me of basically copying somebody, even though it's like his character, just the character sheet, the layout of the sheet is exactly the same as like the example that he gave. It doesn't matter. This has happened a couple of times, and I hate it when people do this to me, but yeah. Why is this still here? Oh, okay, it's copied it. It didn't move it, it copied it. So see, long boring times when I'm literally just moving files around. Oh, that's definitely a just for fans. That one. Yeah, I've been not making YouTube content. I've been making just for fans videos though, because, well, like, still got to try to make some money. Seriously, how do you play the victim when it comes to AI art? How do you do that? Hating on art is a way of flattery. No way. Ugh. My program has decided to. Oh, did you like that? That's fine. Now my computer's broken. Yeah, no, I was wondering if they were basically going to give you a good argument, as like, well, at least try to give you a bad argument as to how you have been making them the victim somehow, you know, how as in like they have been made the victim because of this thing that you did or that AI did somehow, It's like, yeah. As well, that's what I mean. That's my argument, though, Panda Fox. Like, I see it as a tool more than anything. I don't straight up use AI. I use it as a tool, mainly because I don't think it's good enough to actually use as actual like reproductions of my artwork and stuff like that. But it's cool sometimes seeing what it does when it spits out. Like, you give it a picture and you say to it, it's like, tell me a story about this person, and seeing how close it gets to the actual story of the original image or something. It can be sometimes fun and funny and interesting to see those things. Sometimes it can be incredibly horny and hot, but it's like, it's a thing. It doesn't always do that. Why are you being slow? Okay, we've got these shots, which are all lighting tests and just tests to see if the audio. So, I mean, I guess those could be next. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I can use those in the video. So the next video should be, yeah. The summer video that I'd shot. I mean, that's the next one I can see. I thought there was like one. Oh, I shot that with the camera. And all of the previews for those videos are not showing up on here in the thumbnails. Oh, well, that's annoying. I have to go through each video to see if it'll work. Should I make a video out of the lighting test clips that I did? Well, the lighting and sound test clips that I did when I was at my buddy Andy's, at the new studio. Really? I was expecting that to be a no. So I just noticed something. The slow-mo actually worked. I don't know. I'm trying to think if I should actually do that. If that was just a video for my reference. Tell you what, if I actually shoot an actual video at that place, then next time I'm there, then yeah, I will. I will actually do it. I'm not going to give you a taste. You've seen pictures. You've seen pictures. I'm good with that. Oh. Now for the summer one. Yeah, well, it's just that it just has no context. It's basically just like a couple of like pipe videos essentially, and it's just like just because that's what I was doing when I was just like alone with the camera in these locations. So yeah, it's like the places that I could film stuff. So yeah, it's like yeah, there's no real context to them. I just looked at them and there's no real context to them and stuff. So yeah. Anyway, so yeah, the summer video, it's split into three separate videos. Um, because there was the food and drink, the shaving of the head, and then there was the shower. The shower part, like I did not realize that the camera, for some reason, my viewfinder in this camera um, showed only a close up of like my upper body, and I was naked for that shoot, so it like shows everything. So I'm guessing that's going to be put into the just for fans folder until this vid sorts itself out. Basically, I still haven't done that yet. The nature box. Did I say the nature box? Is that what I said? I meant the summer video. Um, so yeah, I can't do the natural progression of like each of those. It's gonna just end with me having a shaved head, and that's it. As opposed to me being fully relaxed and just tilting my head back in the water like I wanted. I could crop it all out, but now that I've said this on YouTube and I upload a video of me in the shower, even if it's just the top part of me, then basically they're going to know, and there's a possibility that they would just take the video down. That's what you call the new location, the nature book. I don't know why you say that. This office is in the middle of the countryside, in in the middle of the garden, surrounded by bushes. You know, on all sides. Like this place is more natural than that place, than the new location. Although this thing, I mean, I do call this the escape pod. I do call this the escape pod, so that makes sense. The garden took up the office. I don't know what that means. again, it's pretty much what you see when you go outside here. I mean, it's a bigger garden, if that's what you're getting at. But yeah, I currently can't get to the distance away from this shed to actually take a picture of it. But that's only because there's like, it's so overgrown, by nature. But essentially, I could get a similar picture of this building. Well, this building would fit 8 times over in that building. So yeah, like it's a way bigger building. Although looking at the thumbnail for one of these videos that's shot inside it, it's like, is it? Maybe it's only like 4 times, 5 times the size. It is substantial. Stop with the yawning. Enough. I'm not that tired. Fuck off. It is substantial. Seriously, should I just edit the whole thing for Just for Fans, or should I just add that as a clip on the end of Just for Fans? After I upload this video to Just for Fans and to YouTube. No, it can go in the Just for Fans. Also, there literally is wildlife just outside of this door. Like, I don't think, wildlife can't get into that garden. The other garden, but this garden, wildlife are basically always in our garden. We've had, I was going to say birds, but birds can get anywhere. Yeah, we've had birds, we've had snakes, we've had mice, we've had rats, we've had foxes, we've had cats, we've had hedgehogs, voles, moles, rabbits, hares. Like, there's been all sorts outside that I've seen outside of this door. Basically, there's been a lot. A few of these things have even tried to come into this space. So yeah. To say that this place isn't as natural looking as that place is crazy. If anything, this place is more natural looking. That place is much more kind of like looked after and cared for than this place. So yeah. You're missing the point, Panda Fox. You're missing it. Right, I've just got to remember to upload that video to Just for Fans after I finish this live stream. So these are the videos. Let's try this. Boop. I'm a bit annoyed at myself. I didn't record any of the summer video using this camera. It was all used the other camera, and there was a reason for that. But I do wish that I had recorded something on that camera. Everything was recorded on this one, and the main reason is because this phone is dying. It's still very, very slowly dying, but it will be dead pretty soon. And I'm trying to use it as much as I can. I've been pleaded with, I think. That's weird. I got a notification that I got a message, and then checking the Messenger app, it's not there. Show my notifications. Oh no, it's an old notification. Okay, never mind. Weird. Anyway. Yeah, I wanted to use this one. Plus, this one has a better microphone. Even if, yeah, it's annoying because that's the primary camera. I want to use that one more as the camera, but this one's got the better microphone. If I'm honest, it's got the better camera, but anyway. So yeah, I wanted to capture any kind of like gurgly noises or like burps or anything that would happen. Although I don't really burp much in this video, which is weird. Right, I see what's happening now. My phone is doing the creepy thing where every minute it basically shows me the last message that I received. Like it turns on to show me the time. I hate it when it does that. Well, I was hoping to get some of that, but so far I can't really hear anything, and I've cranked it up all the way. And me choking on chocolate milk. And wrapper rustling because I had ice cream. Should I basically like cut out the bits when I'm opening up the ice cream or not? Should I just leave it as one unedited thing? Okay, I will cut out the bits where I'm actually getting the ice cream. I'm I'm just going to go back to the beginning and then start cutting out the bits in between the actual eating and drinking. I'll leave in the bits where I'm like fanning myself and just kind of like tummy rubbing and all that stuff. Joking. Right, so that's when I pick up the ice creams and start opening them. So I'm gonna cut it there. I'll wait until the ice creams are open and then I will cut it and then delete that bit. This is editing, guys. This is what it looks like. Isn't it fun? I did watch all of the Black Mirror series again. Just trying to think of stuff that I've watched in the past. Just in the past couple of days. Currently watching Kim's Convenience because I haven't seen that in like a year or two. Shit, I'm eating ice cream in the video. Right. Right, that's when I got rid of the wrapper. I just can't get into it. I can't get into it. It's so immature anime. Anime. It's immature anime, you know? It's like it's too silly. You know, and it doesn't have that big of a draw for me. I can't get into it. I did try. I tried my best. But yeah, if it's too stupid, that sounds horrible to say. If it's too stupid a premise, then I'm just out. You know. But yeah, I did find that a lot of the Black Mirror episodes are they're good, but they're only good if you to watch once. You know, they're only good to watch once. The rest of the times they're kind of when you try to rewatch a lot of the Black Mirror episodes, they're slow as fuck, and also I don't care. I don't care, mostly because I'm trying to figure out the twist, you know. But yeah, I do not give a shit. Like, I don't know if anybody's seen Black Mirror. I'm going to spoil a bunch of it if, in case anybody's like not seen Black Mirror. But like, there's an episode in particular that I want to talk about that is just there's two episodes in particular that are super spoilery that I want to talk about, and they are irritating as fuck. To basically, even watching it the first time, I was kind of bored and annoyed. Both, you know, both of those feelings, you know. Like, yeah. So the first one I want to talk about is about this American guy who, and they show a lot of his like build up and backstory, and I get that they have to do that sometimes, but he's the most annoying fuck I've ever seen. He's one of the most annoying people that I've ever encountered, I guess. He's just very. That's really distracting. He's just very. So I've got to cut out a bit. Yeah, he's just really irritating. He's supposed to be this American tourist. He's in London, and he's just irritating as fuck. He's really obvious and irritating, and it annoys me. It annoys me so much. Because we're supposed to be caring about this guy. We're supposed to give a shit about this guy, but he's so annoying. He's kind of a prick. Should I basically begin it in mid growl? I think I should begin it in mid growl. Cut out that part. Go. Yeah, begin it in mid growl. Yeah, he's just really irritating, and like the twist doesn't feel worth it. It's a good twist, but it doesn't feel worth it. I'm not going to actually spoil the twist, but oh my god, do I hate this guy? I just don't give. I don't care. I kind of wish that he was dead. You know, like not actually wish he was dead, but I get the feeling that I don't want him to be annoying me anymore. So yeah, there's that. The second episode I want to talk about is the 80s episode. There's this episode all about the 80s, and yes, again, I'm going to spoil this, so I apologize, okay? But there's an episode, and it seems to be set in the 80s, and it's all about these two women that are kind of like that really are attracted to each other, and it's all about their story, about how they're going to connect with each other, and they don't make them interesting or likable, in my opinion, anyway. I mean, I didn't feel interested or I liked either of them. I just, you know, I felt some sympathy for one of them, but that's it. It's kind of like, yeah. And it's all building up to this big twist at the end. And I don't even care. By that point, I do not care because you've just made me watch all of this and it was not worth it. It wasn't worth it. Because without the twist, if you don't have that twist at the end, oh shit, I have to keep that in. I forgot about the motorcycle. Yeah, if you don't have this big twist at the end, then this story isn't worth telling. It's just about two lesbians that basically are attracted to each other and about them getting together. It's like, I'm sorry, I don't care. It's like, yeah, okay. It's not even an interesting, you know, pairing up story. It's just a, like, two people meet, they like each other, there's a little bit of a conflict, and then they get together, and that's it. Like, I don't give a shit. They're not that interesting. If they made them interesting, they've got a lot of time, by the way. Black Mirror episodes are like an hour long. They've got so much time to build up like actual character, but they spend a lot of it kind of just on very artsy shots, and I get why they need to do this. It just, I wish that they did it. I wish that they didn't do so much of the artsy shots and were focused more on the story. You know, I get it. That would make it sound a bit more, a bit less, high budget like Black Mirror episodes are supposed to be. But yeah, I have to cut out something and I can't figure out where to do it. So after the burpees and the motorcycle and the Doppler shift, there's the ice cream, the tub of ice cream. This is when I had that sloshy night. I don't know if anybody remembers this, but yeah, this is when I had that slot. Oh, it's gone. Weird. So it just looked like it. Well, my view counter disappeared. Um, everybody disappeared out of the view counter, viewfinder, view counter. Delete that. Yeah, everyone's gone. That's weird. Not to change the conversation. Well, you're allowed to change the conversation. UK have fireworks wholesale. I don't know what that means. Excuse me. I don't know what that means. Fireworks in the UK, you can get them in stores, like in supermarkets. They basically set up a counter for fireworks. Around about 2 times a year, basically, and sometimes stores even actually have firework. Kind of like the pop-up stores that you have for for Halloween or for Christmas, like stores like that, like will show up and they sell fireworks, and that's all I know. If you're wondering about fireworks, I know you guys are now currently, well, in the UK, it's the 4th of July, so in America, I guess it is the is your Independence Day or whatever. Congratulations to that, by the way. Ireland basically doesn't have an Independence Day. I don't think Ireland has an Independence Day. Mostly Ireland is still just a bit salty about the whole thing about Northern Ireland. I honestly don't get it. because I just how hard is it? I mean, how hard is it really? Just England? Could you just give up Northern Ireland? Do you give a shit really? You could just drop it. You don't have to have Northern Ireland. Like, no one cares anymore. But yeah, Ireland's still a bit salty about the whole thing. And I feel like they're rightly salty about it. If you basically hear about Irish history, if you hear about Irish history in school in Ireland, then it's mostly just a lot of times that the English have just fucked us over and over and over again. So yeah. We have restrictions to buy fireworks. Good. Okay. I mean, isn't that like a state thing? Isn't that on like a stately basis? I do remember my cousin when he moved to Texas. My cousin basically said to me that like they did not give a shit. Like he said that one of his neighbors is going to fire a cannon for the 4th of July, and I was like, okay. So yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it was like depending on the state. So I'm just cutting that and that and that. Delete. Okay. So this is the juice. I accidentally drank all of my smoothie before I did this. Yeah, this is the day that I did, like, I was feeling very sloshy because I had like a liter of smoothie, a liter of juice, what I feel like is a liter of beer, and a liter of chocolate milk in me, as well as my usual half, well, a loaf of bread that I had before I shot this video, which I had the smoothie with, and like one cone ice cream, one bar ice cream, and a half a tub of this actually not that great ice cream, little ice cream like tub thing. So yeah, it doesn't sound like it mixes well. I mean, it didn't feel like it mixed badly. It was more the case that it just kind of like it made me feel very sloshy for a long period of time, which was fun, but it wasn't very good for cleaning up after the video. Because after the video, I had to bend to pick things up off of the floor and stuff, and that's just not possible when I was that sloshy with like 6 6 liquids, 6 liters worth of like food and drink in me. So yeah. It was more that I wasn't able to bend. It was more that I wasn't able to bend over to kind of like clean up the hair thing and all that stuff. I took that the wrong direction. What do you mean? Was it the bending over thing? Okay. You're allowed, but okay. Yeah, I should cut that bit out. I thought you were bringing up pooping it out, right? No. I don't poop up a lot, dude. Right, I think that I don't need to cut out anything during the hair cutting at all. I don't, unless somebody brings it up for me. Besides the videos, do you have any other hobbies? And when are you gonna do a do the sumo stuff again? I'm just not having space to do sumo stuff. Also, you don't know that I don't do sumo stuff. Also, what do you mean by sumo stuff? There was a couple of sumo bits that I did, yeah. Sumo videos that I did. I don't have a sumo suit. And flexing? Yeah, I don't know what you mean. I don't actually have a Miwashi. Do you know what the point of those are? I know a lot of people will know because I've mentioned it before, but a Miwashi, you know, the sumo belt and thing is basically like the whole point of that is to kind of like push your nutsack into your body so that it doesn't accidentally flop out or get caught by the opponent. You know? And yeah, I don't like that. That would annoy the fuck out of me. I think I should just like let the whole clip of me doing the haircut thing. Yeah, I think we're good. I'm just going to go to the end of the haircut clips. No, not because I'm lazy. I have no idea what that means. I've not clicked on it. I've not checked it or anything. I have no idea what that means. Furries took Miwashis and ran. I don't know what that means either. I don't know what this means. What does it mean? What does it mean? Okay, I think that's just so distracting. I mean, there's a lot of art of it. Art of what? Furries in the washis? I haven't seen that much, but then again, I don't look for that stuff. Just that Mawashis, they look uncomfortable, and once you know what they're for, especially that they have to be bound incredibly tight underneath you, it's kind of like no, you know. For some reason, oh yeah, because you accidentally stumble across all of this, all of the sumo furry stuff. Right, I have a problem because I've got a note somewhere that has all of the well, that hasn't been crossed out, so it might be that one. These ones have been crossed out. I don't even care for sumo. Panda, that just sounds like I don't know why, but I do kind of know why. That sounds very much like a somebody who's trying to deflect. Somebody's trying to deflect away from the fact that they do give a shit. They don't even like it. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't even like it. No, because fuckers keep sharing this shit on Discord because they're horny for it. Yeah. So why are you friends or are in these servers that they keep having sumo stuff? Hmm? I don't even care for sumo, but I'm not deflecting. Uh-huh. Yeah, sure, you're not. Sounds totally legit. Yeah. God damn it. 12:36. Not 35. 36. I'm not, you guys. I have no idea what you're talking about, you guys. Collaborate and do the brawl versus sumo stuff. So are you telling me to do something? Just want clarification. Is that what you're trying to do? Are you trying to tell me to do something? Dude. Right, so you was trying to tell me to do something, right? That was that was my question. Just I'd appreciate if you answered the question, you know. Okay. So that just appears on screen. Hmm. I've got Coldplay's Paradise now in my head, you know. Why? It just ends. Okay. I'm wondering if I do not have time to finish this on stream. Ugh. Okay. Well, that's good. I can save it. Anybody got anything they want to ask me or say to me before I go? I'm leaving because I'm getting tired. Finally, actually getting tired. Now the yawning would be justified. How did you find a box of donuts for $1? That's a random piece of information. Today I thought Ladybird and the boulder. Anyway, yeah. I'll continue this test tomorrow, and yeah. Everybody have a good 4th of July. Like, I wish I was in the States celebrating with you guys. Honestly, it sounds fun. Plus, I know a bunch of bears that do like the 4th of July thing. Super good. Really, really, like, always cheesed off about hearing about their super fun time with their barbecue. You know, the barbecue, the beers, the cigars, the fireworks. It's just like, you know, the guy sucking on the dick. It's just so annoying that this is happening and I can't be part of it. So uncool. Anyway, you guys have fun. I really do believe in you. Go America, go team, and all that stuff. Yeah, I am preparing. I'm trying to get ready for whenever I can actually go back to the new studio, because that looks like where I'm going to have the Christmas in July, and where I'm going to shoot that and stuff. And yeah, it's going to be good. Hopefully, it's going to be good. But yeah, I think the beard is long enough to actually have like a proper Santa beard. I think. You know, I'm going to read the last chat, then I'm going to say my goodbyes. So, yeah. There's a bakery here that sells like 12 so a dozen donuts for $1. It sounds awesome. When they are closing for the day, sounds good. You can get like a really good deal. I don't think it's that cheap, but you can get like a super good deal if you can pick it up. Like a thing from Greg's, like a bag from Greg's, and it's basically a mystery bag of all the pastries and stuff. And I think sometimes it's even free, but it's like a huge bag, and you get lots of different pastries, and yeah, sounds really good. I might have to take them up on that offer at some point if I, end up living close to a Greg's. So yeah. How much ice cream can you eat? 6 liters over the course of a day, or about 4 liters, anywhere between 2 to 4 liters in one go. It just it kind of depends on other factors and stuff, what kind of ice cream it is and stuff as well. So yeah, and it's usually when it's melted. Like 2 liters, no problem if it's not melted, but it could be 4 liters if I do it all in one go, and it is like melted, and it's like a certain type of ice cream and all that stuff. Anyway, yeah. Right. Oh. Belly rub and belly salute. Ugh. So I just found a spot on my chest. I hate that. It's always annoying because you forget that they're there, and then you get to scratch your chest and you're like, why? Anyway, yeah, I will be back hopefully the day after tomorrow. Hopefully. So yeah, you guys have a good day tomorrow, and think of us that aren't available, aren't there to basically enjoy the super fun times that you guys are enjoying. So yeah, toodles.